He was known as the father of stealth. Benjamin Rich, the director of Lockheed's legendary Skunk Works, helped build the most advanced aircraft in human history, including the SR-71 Blackbird and the F-117 Nighthawk. But his most famous creation might be a joke that turned into a 30-year UFO conspiracy. Benjamin Rich helped build the most advanced aircraft in human history, including the SR-71 Blackbird and the F-117 Nighthawk. But his most famous creation might be a joke that turned into a 30-year UFO conspiracy. On March 23, 1993, Rich stood before an audience at UCLA. At the end of his presentation, he flashed a slide of a classic flying saucer. He famously quipped, "We now have the technology to take ET home." The room laughed, but for two attendees, Jan Harzan and Tom Keller, it wasn't a joke. It was a confirmation of extraterrestrial technology. For 17 years, this story sat in silence. It wasn't until 2010 that Harzan publicly claimed Rich also spoke about equations with errors and traveling to the stars via ESP. The story quickly morphed into a deathbed confession, even though the lecture happened nearly 2 years before Rich passed away from cancer. Aviation historians and former colleagues have since debunked the claims. Records show Rich had been using the exact same ET joke in speeches as far back as 1983. Even in his autobiography, he jokingly wrote that the Martians wouldn't tell us how to build a saucer. To those who knew him, Ben Rich was simply a joke master who loved to tease his audience. Today, the myth has achieved escape velocity on social media, detached from its original context. It persists because it provides a credentialed insider for a story people desperately want to believe. Ben Rich built the impossible, but his greatest mystery might just be a punchline that the world refused to stop taking seriously.